There it is. Oh yeah, that's nice. I wonder if I can have it. No, I can't have it. I won't be able to hear this out. It's the only thing. I don't have a way to switch between audio. No, I might have it up on two things though, and then if I want to listen to. Oh yeah, they can hear us right now too, can't they?
Yeah.
All right. I better keep that on. I have to pay attention to when like the stream is starting thing. It's like, oh, you know, fuck you. So I'm not just sitting here and it like starts.
Yeah, you're alright.
Wiki Wild Wild West.
Jim
Shit, what? Desperado.
That should be the opening if we could not get DMCA'd.
Yeah. Yeah, we have the money just to pay for Will Smith.
What song is this from? Can you just find it on some free source?
Yeah, I just looked up YouTube free songs.
Nice.
Yeah. Then this one was a different color. Whatever this free stream is starting, and I just changed the color to black and white.
Nice.
Yeah, it's just like, yeah, fuck this.
Pretty easy.
I'll just find. Yeah, I'll find stuff that.
I found a website.
3D.
That's like.
Yeah, I think I saw one of those intro websites. Yeah. I was like, now that I have the screen record, and it's like 1080p, I was like, I'll just do that. You gotta fight for your right to own chimpanzees. You like it?
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. Look at that.
So. East of the Rockies, you're on the air. Hello.
Oh,
oh crap. Wrong box.
I love it. T. Babbitt. Doing what to chimpanzees? Welcome, T. Babbitt. East of the Rockies. Well, now you got to get the camera set up, Bob.
Yeah, there we go. My Chrome was up. I was trying to figure it out.
Yep. You got to fight for your right to own chimpanzees, is what I said. So.
Own.
Oh, there I am. Even better. Welcome to Almost Normal. This is our second time, so a little bit more fluid of a setup. I like it. How you doing tonight, Rob?
I'm doing all right. I was just watching fireworks, ate some food from food trucks, and had some fun.
The beautiful Robert. I survived the fireworks this weekend.
You did fine?
I did.
Any
I did.
ups?
I was not like. There was only like 2 that went off on the 4th of July party. I was hammered though. I had started drinking at 11, so we did all right. But welcome T. Babbitt. Give us a follow. But today, obviously, it's 4th of July weekend, extended weekend, right? And we got to do a 4th of July paranormal podcast, Spooktacular. So we got to do all things American, all things presidents, all things red, white, and blue. So just if you're new here, usually what we do is we'll start out with the current news. We do have an update streaming schedule. If you follow us on Facebook or TikTok, we'll let you know by the Wednesday of every week what day we're going to be doing it on the weekend. So because we have shit to do.
Yeah.
Bob has a lot of Monday Night Raws to go see. A lot of Friday Night Smackdowns.
Yeah. Filled with usually just watching Royal Rumbles over and over and over.
The Royal Rumble over and over again. You never know when your child just wants to watch the Royal Rumble 8 million times in a row.
Yep. He's like the Elimination Chamber now, so that's pretty cool.
I was watching some last night. Uh, I actually thought about buying the new game just to stream it.
I think it'd be fun if we could play it
But we
together
should.
online. I was thinking about it
Yeah,
too.
it is. It is online.
Oh, then we should do that.
Yeah. Current news. So obviously, Russians being Russians,
They're
getting
doing
their
Russian
ass beat.
things,
They haven't blown up a nuclear power plant yet, so we're okay. We're doing good. Um, uh, time is getting close though. We'll see what they do. They did set up and mine a nuclear power plant in Zaporizhia. I think that's how you pronounce it.
You would know.
Zap
Asia?
Zaporizhia. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but they mined a cooling pond, and since they blew up the dam, the Dnipro River, and the cooling dam, there's no water, and we kind of need that to keep the keep the nuclear fuel cool. Yeah. So
I'll stream Battle Bit later.
large, yeah, battle bet, large protests in France over the shooting of a young man.
Yeah, they did some.
He tried to run from a traffic stop, and there was a lot of fires over the weekend.
Yeah, they really know how to riot in France.
No, they were having fun. A lot of cars burnt, a lot of things burnt. I loved it. They set the one town's administration office on fire. That was completely on fire, and then they blockaded all the roads so fire trucks couldn't get through. So, well, they weren't having it. But in remembrance of today, today's July 3rd, right, Robert? Do you know what happened on July 3rd in American history?
Is that when? I'm gonna guess I know what it's about, but you go ahead and let me know.
No, I asked you. Take a guess.
Oh, is that when Will Smith punched the alien?
What? No, actually, if you are on Twitter, there is a guy every year. His whole account. This is all he does is every year, starting July 1st up until the end of maybe July 4th, he does Twitter updates based on all of the accounts from Independence Day, the movie.
That's amazing.
So he's just saying that news is confirmed that the military has picked up an alien signal, and every day, every day, every hour. It's amazing. If you see it, it's
really
ID4 in real time.
He commits to the bit
on Twitter. Oh, it's fucking amazing. It's hilarious. But nope, July 3rd was the last day of the Gettysburg battle.
Oh.
Yep.
That's your thing.
The Confederate high water mark. The farthest and closest they got to probably not winning, but furthest they got anywhere doing anything. So, good day for us, bad day for people below the Mason-Dixon line, right, Robert?
That's where I was born, below the Mason-Dixon.
Sorry, Jake. But yeah. So, I mean, speaking of that, that's a good one to go with, right? The ghost of Gettysburg. I live 2 hours from Gettysburg, so been there, done that. They do it's incredibly haunted. They say. I'm gonna lead with this because I've been there. There's one of the bloodiest battles in our history, let alone in America. Over 50,000 casualties, and then there's places called the Devil's Den and stuff. Just this pile of rocks that men would go in and get slaughtered with bayonets and shit. Just hand-to-hand fighting in these giant rock outcropping.
Oh my!
It's disgusting. It was awful. So when you go there, you can do the old white people ghost walks. Yep. You just walk around. And they tell you awful stories. They're like, yeah, you can see this woman leapt from this tower here at Gettysburg College or something. It's okay. Or you can do in real life, they give you the detectors and all that.
Oh, you had the
detectors, the laser grids. Yeah, the rods. They had to do the rods. So the first time we did it, we didn't even go to a Civil War place. It was the murder house.
Oh, you just went right to the murder house?
It was me and Renee, and then just another couple, because nobody signed up. I think it was like during COVID, so
Yeah, you
nobody
guys
signed up.
yeah.
Yeah, so we go in there, and I was like sitting up in the basement in the dark alone, just hanging out in this murder house. But there was nothing. But this guy, the first guy, like he had the rods, and he was like, "If you're a Confederate soldier, cross them." And he's like, and he like turned him in real quick, and he'd look at us. He was like, "Oh my god!" I was like, "No." I was like, "Nope." I was like, "No, Renee." Then we did. I did hear footsteps above me. That one I did hear. It was a creepy old house though. So
His pipes.
the other one, we did the Civil War ones. They like this one place. The first floor they used as the hospital.
Yeah.
They were just throwing limbs out of the windows, and they'd stack so high to the top of the windows because they're doing so many amputations. The limbs were stacked out in the field to the window. And then we did the last one I ever went on. We walk in, and this guy's like, "Yeah, we just bought this place. It used to be an old schoolhouse." I was like, "Oh, oh no." I was like, "I'm trying to have a good time here. Don't do this." And he's like, "Yep, all the children burned alive." I was like, "Oh no." I was like, "Why are we doing this? Why are we doing this?"
Imagine
But
getting amputated during the Civil War. You just get your bones sawed in half, and then they're like, "All right, this is gone."
Yep.
See ya.
So a lot of people they'll say that they see soldiers, phantom soldiers. They see, they hear actually and smell gunpowder and like cannon fire and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
People say that they see that when they visit there. It's also like the number one like spot for like people who like have a hard on for orbs.
Oh.
Like any ghost thing you go to and down there, they're like, "Look, this orb." And it's also, "No, please don't do the orbs to me. Please don't do the orbs." And they're like, "Yeah," it's like their whole wall is like plastered with pictures. Like, "Yeah, this customer got an orb." And I was like, "Oh, okay,
Yes.
Thank you, appreciate it." But there is a picture in the pics thing,
Okay.
that first one.
Okay.
That
Let me open it in the browser here.
yeah, it's probably pretty small, but that one's pretty funny.
Let me look.
I think it's just
it is small, but let me see if I can zoom in. What? What is this?
It's a guy.
I see
It's
that.
a ghost guy.
It's a ghost guy. He's an old soldier walking down the. Is that a bridge? That wooden bridge?
So that's Sachs covered bridge, yeah. But it kind of just looks like a what are they called? God,
It's a man walking, dude.
double exposure
It
or something.
does
Like
kinda
somebody
look
was
like-
standing there and they
yeah.
moved.
I mean, it's got the same hair as a man on his butt.
So I did throw a couple YouTube videos in there too.
Yeah, I got the one Gettysburg ghost sighting up right now. If you want to watch
Good
that.
shit. Yeah, hit us with it, Daddy.
Oh yeah.
All right, we're here in Gettysburg.
Oh.
Just before the 150th.
Yeah, so this one,
Where should I stop?
Just pull off here.
there's supposed to be something on the left.
Yeah.
So you're gonna have to restart that longer.
Before, but...
Restart it.
All right, so we're gonna stay here for a while and just kind of film the camera.
It's kind of like a faint figure walks. That was it. I was
See
like,
what
this is
happens.
like if you Google like best.
This is the one.
Let's try it again. Yeah, this is one of them.
Is it not running on yours?
I'm watching it.
Okay. Approximately 20
That's
minutes
it?
later. Is this? There's nothing.
Yeah, go there. 'Cause that's where all the
Holy crap! Down by the canyon, you see that?
Oh, what is that?
right there. Let it run.
Oh, right there. Okay.
Oh, you see it? You see that guy? That flash? Oh, there he is.
There he
There he is.
Oh.
No way. What is that?
Oh,
I have
That's
no
it?
friggin' idea.
Did you get that on the camera?
It's
that's the
recording.
Gettysburg. That's
Oh my
that's a
gosh,
soldier.
did you
Oh,
see that?
Oh, that's pretty good. Watch. Look
Did
at
you,
that.
honestly,
All right, fuck
I
you.
wouldn't believe it unless
Go
we
back.
recorded it.
Fuck you. I also have. Oh shit. What was the other one I gave you? Oh, I think this is at the.
Hang on. What is it?
Yeah, I know. What this
Something
one
is
is.
autoplaying.
I know
Hang on.
what this is.
Let me,
No.
let me look at that. Let me go back to the outline
It's
here.
going through your recommendations.
Yeah, we'll go to this one.
How to satisfy your
No,
lust
no,
for-
no,
yeah.
no, no. That's not what I'm.
That's what it says, right?
Most authentic footage.
I mean, I see it
of
on
all
the
time.
screen that we share.
Well, that's for us.
Don't move in there. No, there's a
Right
moose.
above that like rock thing. I think it's where you want to watch.
Yep, I see it.
See nothing down
Yeah.
there. Can't be the motorcycles,
Yep.
honey.
Does it say where this was at on the
There's
battlefield?
no
Let me look.
sparkle. You see what I'm
What's
saying?
that? What is that?
What is that?
Tree.
No,
It's ghosts.
you moved it, right?
It is?
Jake, you can
Right
clearly
there.
see
It is?
ghosts.
Yeah, you can see the ghosts.
Look.
It's in repeating fashion over and over. It's
Yep.
yeah.
I can't see.
That's
So-
ghost, dude.
Look,
This is from the triangle field.
look at the people.
If you look
Can't be.
in the
There's
description,
nobody.
Robert, look
Yeah.
how they spelled triangular.
There's nobody down there no more.
That's amazing.
See?
Yes, my husband Tom and I filmed at the triangular field.
All in caps.
Triangular. God damn it.
All right. Well, that was pretty good. That
Yeah.
was a pretty authentic one.
That was pretty. I mean, Jake, if you don't believe that, I don't.
Yeah. No. Okay. Do not keep auto playing.
So one of my favorite stories, I think, that they tell about this is that
You're right, Tim.
fact that they're British makes me believe it less. Speaking of that, it ties in. One of the weirdest stories they say is that George Washington, the one day he fell asleep and he had a premonition that he was on this huge horse, like in front of soldiers years ahead. He's like, they were defending the Republic, and I was leading them. And people were like, "Okay, I don't know why you need to tell it. Like, what's so important?" He's like, "I don't know. I just
It's his
fucking
premonition.
I have to write it down." So he wrote it down, and then there's a story that on the second day, one of the biggest battles, he was riding through it, like the time that they needed to really buck up. That they saw this big Revolutionary War guy on a horse, like running up and down the line. People are like, "What the fuck?" So
It's George
maybe he came back.
Washington.
Yeah, came back. 100 years later, he's like, "All right,
Time to do it.
let's do it, boys."
What do you got for this, Lincoln?
Oh, let me see. Oh yeah, it's like a little one. There's a hotel in downtown, and I think sometimes people say the one that he stayed at, they'll hear him walking around or reciting the Gettysburg Address. 'Cause I'm sure he practiced it once or twice the night before, stuff like that.
That's just you drunk walking up and down the hallways.
Oh, I would imagine. Yeah, I will tell you, Gettysburg is just giant. Like, it's very nerd fest.
Is it just like when you
Like-
watch the History Channel, all those guys that are like historians of like the Gettysburg, they're all like they have like these big old bushy beards and they're always like dressed up in like
No,
it's not
they're
just
like
a bunch
guys with like they like wear cargo pants,
of-
and yeah, in order to become licensed to do tours down there, it's insane. The amount of knowledge you have to know is insane. It really is.
That's Pat, dude.
But no, it's a nice spot. It is. They do a good job with it. What do I got next? I got Antietam. There's another
I see that.
Civil War. Yeah.
By Ricky Longfellow.
Ricky Longfellow. So this was the bloodiest battle of the Civil War, and it was just kind of like throwing men in a meat grinder type of battle.
Hell yeah.
It was, yeah, disgusting. But there's this little divot between fields they call Bloody Lane because like bodies just piled up there,
Mm-hmm.
and some people will say that they'll see people walking up and down that, or that they'll hear some of the Irish soldiers chanting and yelling or whooping.
A whooping.
Yeah. Have you? Quick question,
Yeah.
because you're from Alabama, and don't know if this is a genetic thing, if it's something you learn as a kid there, or if you're born with it. Did you ever learn the rebel yell?
No, I didn't learn the rebel yell.
No.
No.
Okay.
No.
No.
I moved away from Alabama when I was 4, so
Okay, so you're not born with it.
no. I had a slight twinge of the accent for a little while, but
I don't even want to know.
yeah, I had a rat tail accent, and that was good, dude. Mountain Dew. It's in the blood.
Jesus
Don't
Christ.
look at me like that.
So bad. I
Ooh,
would have paid to see it though.
I gotta find some old photos. I got some. Oh, I was definitely a mud baby.
Oh, I am not going to donate to WhiteHouseHistory.org. Yeah, the Civil War is always one. Like anytime you go to like any place that had people, they're like, I have no comment. Yeah, I know, Jake. You know,
Timmy, you like the red dye?
man, I love drinking red dye.
Hey man, Code Red's good, dude.
He runs on Mountain Dew.
I'm drinking Liquid Death right now, dude. I'm fine.
No, but we all know you. Everybody knows you.
Yeah, I know.
You're a fiend.
Yeah.
You look for special flavors in zero.
Yeah.
You're an animal.
I like to taste them all. I like to get them all. I like to taste them all. Dude, that hot sauce is terrible. I should have sold it when I had the chance.
It's Baja Blast.
It's so
hot sauce.
bad, dude. It literally just tastes like Baja Blast with like some spice behind it, dude. It's so gross.
No.
I should have sold it for $150 when I had the chance. Now I opened it. It's worth nothing. When you're up next, you can try it, dude.
Yeah, I'll do that. No, I don't like hot stuff.
It's not even hot.
Let alone bad hot stuff. For you, it might not be hot, Robert. Pepper is hot to me.
Just ground black pepper is hot for you?
Yeah, so I hate it. Yeah.
Well,
look at that. Got to drink them all. But I've got the White House next, Robert.
Yeah, I got that up right now.
Yeah, I've got. So I mean, obviously, you think it's an old building. You got Abraham Lincoln. People say they see him scooting around.
Does he have his top?
Obviously, no. I think Abraham Lincoln was more of like. I mean, what are those theories that like most stressful times are people who die abruptly and garbage, like that's like what ghosts usually are.
Yeah.
Right. They have a stronger connection, and I don't know because what do they say? The wife of President Calvin Coolidge was the first person to say she'd actually seen Lincoln's ghost. Yeah. According to her, the lanky former president was standing, looking out the window of the Oval Office across the Potomac River to the former Civil War battlefield. So, I mean, a lot of the wives have seen Lincoln.
Why wouldn't he haunt the theater and not and be at the White House?
I think they attribute it to him like that was like one of the most stressful times ever
that's why
in those
he's
buildings.
There.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That and World War II, like it says Franklin D. Roosevelt, they seen him. They had problems there with Abe Lincoln. Like, I know you're trying to win a world war, but I'm gonna give you a little spook, a little spooky spook. So hopefully that doesn't throw you off, but spook. So, and British Prime Minister Winston Churchill, who visited the White House more than once, told a story of emerging naked from his. I don't know why I needed to say that. Yes, naked from his evening bath, smoking his customary cigar, only to find a ghostly Lincoln sitting by the fireplace in his room.
You think he was dick out? He's naked.
Just, I mean, we all know what kind of man that was. It wasn't a small man, just flopping it out.
You think? Well,
and then seeing Lincoln.
He had to take a nap every day during World War II. So you think he napped naked?
He did everything. He
was a naked man.
He was, but he was more of an asshole when he got older than he was when he was in office. Who else they got? I mean, we got Andrew Jackson, Harry Truman. Makes sense. But you can imagine like all the stressful times in there that would just drive you crazy.
Yeah, it says
yeah.
Thomas Jefferson plays his violin, and Abigail Adams hangs laundry in the East Room. An unnamed British soldier.
I do like how they put it on the White House.
WhiteHouseHistory.org.
Site.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you've got Mary Todd Lincoln, grieving over her son Willie's death in February, began to participate in spirit circles or seances in the Red Room, in a presidential cottage at the soldiers' home. Spiritualism was widely popular during the height of the Civil War as families sought to comfort the loss of loved ones. It makes sense.
She's a witch.
Thousands and thousands and thousands of these kids dying.
Yeah. Just getting murdered.
And right at like their prime age, like when they're 16 to 18, just gone. Yeah, I mean Mount Vernon would be the same way too. Mount Vernon.
Yeah, I just saw I just saw that, and I was reading through it, and I like there's one that a man just putting his horse away.
Yeah.
He's a ghost.
Stuck in eternity, walking a horse around.
Putting his horse away in the stall.
I love it. The woman on the stairs, you got that one. An angry gentleman.
Yes.
This one is from a crowded day, the summer of 1980. She thought she heard someone in the room behind her. Thinking that a visitor had gotten into the area by going under the rope barriers, she entered her little parlor to shoo them out. Much to her surprise, she found an older gentleman sporting a large mustache, dressed in 19th or early 20th century clothing with the sleeves rolled up. When he saw that he had her attention, he shouted, "What the hell is going on here?" A reference to the noise a school group or groups were making. The interpreter told him she was trying to quiet them down and that the man disappeared. She later saw a portrait of the gentleman in question, Colonel Harrison Howell Dodge, Mount Vernon's director for about 50 years. Preservation News, sign up. No, thank you. Mount Vernon, I mean, you'd think all of these, and we could do a lot more in like presidents' houses and things like that, but there's so many. We don't have a huge a lot of old buildings. We don't have like castles, shit like that. It's relatively younger as far as like
250 years old as a nation or something like that.
Yeah, so. It's so like these ones you would be like, okay,
thinking about
these buildings make sense.
A little offshoot. I haven't really looked it up, but are there a lot of ghost stories of like Native Americans and stuff like that? Like you would think with them all getting like slaughtered and stuff like that. They're real spiritual, so.
I don't think they interpret it like we do, though. I don't know, though. I couldn't speak on that, but I know I've heard some, but the last president story I have for Ghosty Ghouls is actually about the Bell Witch. Let me find the passage here.
I got it up right now.
Yeah. Andrew Jackson. Let's see. So the Bell Witch obviously was a spirit said to possess a small little girl and kind of run fucking havoc. It would talk through the walls. People would show up and it would talk to them. It would put like a show on every night. And it was pretty disparaging and or it knew things about people that it shouldn't know type of stuff. But Andrew Jackson, it says legend has it that the Bell Witch even had an encounter with the then future President Andrew Jackson. And keep in mind, the Bell Witch is like one of the oldest ghost stories that we have. Jackson owned property on the Red River and desired to visit the Bell Farm after hearing the stories. One of his wagons became stuck by an unseen force and could not be moved. Despite whipping the horses, examining the wheels, and having it pushed by the men in his party, he exclaimed, "By the eternal boys, this is the witch." To which the witch replied, "All right, General, let the wagon move on, and I will see you again tonight." The wagon started to move on its own accord, and they continued on their journey. That evening at camp, a self-proclaimed witch layer or witch hunter said he had a silver bullet and regaled the men with tales of hunting witches. Jackson whispered to a colleague, "I bet this fellow is an arrant coward. By the eternals, I do wish the thing would come. I want to see him run." After which silence followed. Suddenly there was a sound of light footsteps prancing on the floor, and the voice stated, "All right, General, I am on hand and ready for business." To which bade the witch hunter to shoot the gun, but the gun did not fire. The hunter was struck by an unseen force, claimed to feel the pain of being stuck by needles, exclaimed he had been what? Holy fuck! This guy just shot at the ghost like in the middle of the air.
Yep.
They didn't see anything. Exclaimed he had been grabbed by the nose and fled from the tent. The witch exclaimed, "How the devil run and beg! I'll bet he won't come through here again with his old horse pistol to shoot me. I guess that's fun enough for tonight, General, and you can go to bed now. I will come tomorrow night and show you another rascal in this crowd." Jackson was eager to stay, but his party had enough, and they returned to Nashville shortly.
Hey, man, the guy shot
So
a ghost.
they're like, yeah, I mean, so all you hear is footsteps. Maybe a little bit of just somebody could have been like in the crowd and they're like, "Oh, I'm here, I'm the witch," and he's just like, "Ah, I don't, I hate it. Absolutely hate it. No, I mean, you don't really have a lot.
Yeah.
It's I just like the Yosemite Sam shooting at the feet type of thing.
This next one's good though.
Yes, it is.
The old Teddy Roosevelt.
The old, yeah,
old Teddy, when Theodore Roosevelt might have written about Bigfoot.
That's right.
This is
All right.
Pretty short.
So obviously Roosevelt's out and about. Look at that fucker.
I know.
On one of his hunting expeditions in the primeval landscape, Roosevelt heard an anecdote that stood out from the usual tales on the trail. Roosevelt had studied the flora and fauna of the West, but had never heard of a creature as strange as the one at the center of this yarn. It was told by a grizzled, weather-beaten old mountain hunter named Bauman, who was born and had passed all his life on the frontier. Roosevelt relayed in his memoir he must have believed what he said, for he could hardly press a shutter at certain points of the tale.
I think it's like old Gus Chiggins, like an old prospector. He's like,
Yeah.
There's Bigfoots in these woods.
When Bauman was still a young man, Roosevelt recalled, he and a friend set out to trap beaver in a rugged river valley in what was then the Montana Territory. They went up a mountain pass where the year before a lone trapper had been killed by an unidentified beast. The half-eaten remains being afterwards found by some mining prospectors who had passed earlier the night before. They left their horses at the foot of the pass and climbed up to a small glade where they pitched camp. With some hours of daylight remaining, they went to set their beaver traps in the stream and returned to camp just as the sun dipped. With a shock, they found their lean-to flattened in the contents of their pack scattered among bear-like footprints in the earth. So something got into their shit. Bauman's companion made a torch from the campfire and peered at the tracks. Bauman, he said, that bear has been walking on two legs. Bauman laughed off this idea, and the two trappers soon went to sleep in their repaired camp. But Bauman was awakened in the night by a bad stench. Fetid?
Yes.
I don't know. In the fleeting shadow of a great body in the entrance of their shelter. He shot his rifle, and the beast retreated into the forest. The following day, after long hours of streams checking their traps, the two hunters returned to camp, found their lean-to destroyed once more, the same large footprints.
Yes.
They trailed away toward a brook, where they appeared as plain as if on snow. Bauman had to admit that whatever the creature was, it had escaped on two legs. They hardly slept that night, for the sounds of twigs snapping in the gloom alerted the men to the animal's presence. As their fire blazed, the trappers sensed it waiting and heard its woeful cry.
Whoop, 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 whoop.
Bauman and his friend decided the next morning would be their last in this creepy vale. Together they gathered their empty traps from the stream, dividing the pine thickets, plagued by a sense of being followed. Yet sun shone brightly in the clearing as they packed their bags. Bauman volunteered to retrieve the last three traps from the nearby river, which ended up taking a few hours. He returned to a scene of horror. The still warm body of his friend was leaning against a tree with four awful fang marks piercing his broken neck. Telltale footprints surrounded the unfortunate victim. The beast had not devoured the flesh, but merely romped and gobbled round it in uncouth, ferocious glee. The hunter had become the hunted. Neither Bauman nor Roosevelt ever identified the culprit.
But it's a bipedal, gigantic bear thing that smelled terrible, so it was probably
You would
a
think,
Bigfoot.
depends how far away he was, like, you would think you would hear, like, your friend being like, oh, no, I'm being ripped alive.
By Bigfoot.
yeah, it's Bigfoot. I'm being ripped alive. But you would think, like, you'd hear, like, somebody being brutally
Gigantic
murdered
struggle, yeah.
and munched to death. Yeah. Maybe a gunshot or something, but
No, Bigfoot's like Solid Snake out there, dude. He's just sneaking up on people and snapping necks.
I love it. I love it. And I mean, that it just means he's real. No other proof is needed. If Teddy Roosevelt said that, he believes it. So I believe it.
I just read one of your links and I never heard
Which
of the
one?
story.
Which one did you read?
Andrew Basiago.
Yep. I'll save that one. I'm gonna save that one.
Okay.
Save that one. No, don't say it. What are you doing?
I didn't say it.
We'll go. Jump in the outline.
I just read it.
I saved it for when you came up to it. You'd be like, Andrew Basiago, time travel with Obama? Question mark?
Well,
as a setup.
Let's do.
If you go to pictures, and pull up the last three, and I'll read.
Okay.
God damn it!
Is that what we're doing right now? We're skipping to that story?
Did I skip one?
No. Okay, I'm going to pictures.
No, it didn't.
No, you didn't.
You fucking asshole.
Okay, so I will.
I'm gonna punch you straight in the dick. Absolutely gonna windmill it too.
Gotcha. Let me open up these photos. Open in browser, and then let me open up this last one in the browser. Ooh, these are nice.
That was some good form I had there on video.
Yeah, I'm impressed, dude. I don't want your fist anywhere near my cuff.
Last time I went to the doctor, they said I had a strong rotator cuff.
Oh.
One of the strongest they had seen. Yeah.
Oh, okay. They said that you could punch dicks at 100 miles an hour with that rotator cuff? Is that
No, the guy he looked at my shoulder and he's like, I have to remark, that's one of the best rotator cuffs I think I've ever seen. This is 1952.
Okay.
After we've unleashed nuclear hell on hundreds of thousands of people, and we have entered an age where we don't know what we're doing with the weapons that we have.
All right.
There was a series of events around July over Washington, D.C., where UFOs, orbs, a bunch of strange objects in the sky spotted on radar were zipping around Washington, D.C., and nothing we had could catch up with it. Nothing we had could match it. And everybody's like, what the fuck is going on? What are these things over the White House? So go to one of the other pictures. I think there's a pretty good picture of it.
Yeah. These two are pretty similar. One's a little bit lighter than the other.
This one always seems like it gets buried a lot. Look at that. There's that one, and then there's a colored one too. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. I'll stay on the colored one.
Yeah. Yeah, like
is that one object, or is that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11,
they're
12
UFOs.
objects?
We don't even know what they are. They just bounce around, right?
Yeah.
Some of you always hear like those objects can form one big other object, but then they just split apart. Like there's some weird, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That would be like, you think about it, that would be like a dimensional thing though. Like we can't see its actual shape because we're 2D and a 3D, or 3D and a 4D,
3D and a 4D,
whatever.
yeah.
Whatever the fuck,
Yeah,
whatever the fuck Michio Kaku says.
Yeah, that's. I was watching that the one day. I was like, "This okay? I'm out. I can't do. I can't even comprehend it."
So, let me read this one.
Okay.
I'll read a brief stint of it because it's a couple-day event, and we're not going to go everything into it. But on 11:40 p.m. Saturday, July 19th, Edward Nugent, an air traffic controller at Washington National Airport, today, the Ronald Reagan Washington National Airport, spotted 7 objects on his radar. Objects located 15 miles southwest to the city. No known aircraft in the area, and the objects were not following any established flight path. Nugent's superior, Harry Barnes, a senior air traffic controller at the airport, watched the objects on Nugent's radar scope. He later wrote, "We knew immediately that a very strange situation existed." They checked with other controllers. Like, I don't know what the fuck it is because our radar's working too. Barnes then called the National Airport's radar-equipped control tower. The controllers here, Howard Coughlin and Joe Zacco, said they had also identified blips on their radar screen and saw a hovering bright light in the sky which departed with incredible speed. Coughlin asked Zacco, "Did you see that? What the hell was that?" At this point, other objects appeared in all sectors of the radar scope. And when they moved over the White House in the United States Capitol, Barnes called Andrews Air Force Base, located 10 miles from the National Airport. Andrews reported they had no unusual objects. An airman soon called the base's control tower to report the sighting of a strange object. Airman William Brady, who was in the tower, then saw an object which appeared to be like an orange ball of fire trailing a tail. It was unlike anything I'd ever seen before. As he tried to alert other personnel in the tower, the strange object took off at unbelievable speed. So these people are seeing it, and at 3 a.m., shortly before 2 United States Air Force F-94 Starfire jet fighters from Newcastle Air Force Base in Delaware arrived over Washington, all the other objects vanished from radar. So, they're seeing these things, and they don't know what it is. These things are zipping around the sky, and what is probably one of the biggest reasons it gets buried. So you see, it made the front pages on July 26th and 27th as well, and led President Harry Truman to have his Air Force aide call Putin and ask for an explanation. Truman listened to the conversation between two men. This is where they put it to temperature inversion. Yep.
Oh.
A layer of warm air, temperature, warm air, moist air covers a layer of cool, dry air. So it kind of gives you the mirage shit.
Oh, so you can reflect.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. But they said it was showing up on radar and stuff like that, so
it wouldn't be a temperature inversion. That's right, and it wouldn't zip around temperature. It wouldn't zip around the sky because there's a few noted examples, like a regular temperature inversion, like the lights aren't going to move around and zip everywhere.
Yeah.
Because if it's from a building, it will just look like a building light in the sky, and it won't move. If it's from one of the aircraft they had, it would look like an aircraft light. That's it. Because the Titanic was in a temperature inversion too. And the closest ship to it could see its lights, but it looked smaller because of the temperature inversion. So like, oh, that's not the Titanic. Fuck it. See you later. Yep. Sorry, we're only like 12 miles away and you're all freezing to death, but we're going to sleep for the night. Yep. And we've got Jimmy Carter, who's had a UFO experience. So
Yes, Jimmy Carter.
Jimmy Carter admitted in 1969, 2 years before he became governor of Georgia, preparing to give a speech at the Lions Club meeting, he reported about 7:15 p.m. One of the guests called his attention to a strange, bright white object about as bright as the moon that was about 30 degrees above the horizon to the west where they were standing. It moved toward their direction, but stopped beyond a stand of pine trees some distance from them. The object then changed color first to blue, then to red, then to black, and to white, before appearing to recede into the distance. He's talked about it numerous times. You can see some of his quotes there. Right after sundown, it got brighter and brighter, and then it eventually disappeared. It didn't have any solid substance to it. It was just a very peculiar looking light. None of us could understand what it was. So, I mean, he's a peanut farmer. He's probably like one of the most honest men ever.
That's true.
Right?
And it says here for the object and investigation, it says that they
Stop pulling up pictures.
What? What do you mean?
It's a full frontal facing. We know what Jimmy Carter looks like.
Just making sure everybody knows what Jimmy Carter looks like, dude.
We know what it is. Do you know who Jimmy Carter is? Yes. All right. Oh my God. And you pick like one of the. Let me find the worst photos of Jimmy Carter.
No, this is the first one for Jimmy Carter, dude.
That's like right before he dies. Yeah. Thanks.
What do you mean?
I think some of this response to that UFO over DC is when they start to come up with Project Blue Book and start to cover it up.
Yeah.
Because they just got pantsed in front of the whole world with these things dancing over the White House. And yeah.
So Project Blue Book.
I got two more things. Yeah, Project Blue Book, they had like temperature inversions or gas balls, or like stupid reasons. That's a whole nother dumb episode.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep. Yeah, you can go pretty deep into that.
In the political circle, for people who have tried to get in there, this one's from the Miami Herald. You don't have to pull it up, but I'll read it quick. Miami politician says aliens took her on a spaceship. Now she's running for Congress.
It does look like
and I'm paywalled.
You got paywalled?
Get the fuck out of here. Yeah, I did read it earlier. It's fine. She said that she saw.
I got it up. I can read it. She described going up into the spaceship. Though whether it went into space or just hovered around town was left unclear. I went in. There was some kind of round seats that were there and some quartz rocks that controlled the ship, not like airplanes. Among the things she found from the aliens, there are 30,000 skulls, different from humans, in a cave in the Mediterranean island of Malta. The world's energy center is in Africa. The Coral Castle, a limestone tourist attraction South Miami-Dade, is actually an ancient Egyptian pyramid. And God is a universal energy.
The Coral Castle? What the fuck is that?
I don't know. Let's look it up real fast.
If this is going to be a strip club or something stupid.
This looks like the Coral Castle here. It's not really a castle. Well, maybe it was at one point. Cool.
Oh, not Oral Castle.
No,
that'll definitely be a strip club.
Yeah,
Coral Castle. Oopsies. That's it. That's the dumbest thing.
Yeah, it's just like a bunch of stones.
Yeah. Well, she lost. She did lose.
Yeah.
Yeah, that she did not get elected.
No.
At all. I've got Andrew Bagiago. Time travel with Obama? ?
With Obama?
Yeah. So this guy came out earlier and said that he was part of a top secret project, and President Obama was. And this article's kind of dated.
Okay.
But he came out and said, "Look, I've been to Mars with Obama through this project where I jumped through a small teleporter, and they have to use kids because they can only open the hole like so big. So kids have to go through it. And they were like exchange students on Mars with aliens."
That's awesome.
So in the 2020 election, he said he was running, because he was a time traveler from the year like 2027, and he had one presidency, and he was going to give us 0 point energy and declassify all the UFOs and the Mars project. But yeah, he traveled back in time with Barack Obama,
Mm-hmm.
who also went to Mars as an exchange student.
I like that they claim that then 19-year-old Barack Obama went by the name Barry Sotero.
I remember that guy. Yeah. So
Codename
the guy
Project
didn't win.
Pegasus.
I almost did vote for him though, on the off chance that he was supposed to happen. But bigger, more important things popped up. I couldn't waste a vote that year.
That's the big year.
I love it. So we're gonna get into our last two favorite and new parts of the show. Anybody in chat want us to look something up? Anybody got anything anything that is patriotic but paranormal? The two P's, PP.
Big
Any
PP,
PPs out
capital
there?
PPs.
Yeah. Anybody want to share their PP out there?
Hang on. All right. Well.
Okay.
That's all
Good
right.
enough. That's fine. Thank you for being here. We are going to do. You do have to interact the next one. So,
which one are we doing?
you want to do Smash or Pass first and save the best for last?
Yeah, we can do Smash Pass.
We're doing. All right. We're going to show you guys pictures of what may be cryptids that are in various forms. It's art. This is art. Kind of like a.
Yes,
Oh,
Tim, if
I
you
can share the best. Oh, shit. What? Oh, Bob, I didn't tell you this, Bob.
What?
Speaking of that, while you get the picture, I'll tell a story.
Yep. Send me the photo.
Oh, fuck, that's amazing. I was talking with somebody who is he is military and he does work on base and some logistics things.
Yeah.
That I do know. And he in the 80s he did get to go to Area 51 to do basic testing, like basic kind of there's some weapons testing that they were doing. He said they're not classified anymore, like anti-aircraft missiles.
Okay.
Shit like that. And they would do tests out on because they have the huge. Not only do they have that, but they have like the huge bombing areas and stuff.
Yeah.
And he was there for an underground nuclear test, but not for it. But he was there when one of them went off. But he's like, and I asked him, I was like, "Oh, do you believe in UFOs and aliens?" He goes, "Not really. I don't believe they're aliens." He's like, but the things that they had out there, like at night, those orange things would go up into the sky and like zip back and forth. He's like, they just go, bup, 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 bup. But he's like, it's probably something we have. I don't know. I was like, what? He's like, I had this clearance to get there, and I wasn't even allowed like anywhere on base, like at all. Yeah, he had like the minimum clearance, and then everybody's like, nope, fuck you, can't.
Huh.
Yep.
Well.
So it would be. Yeah, I was like, what? That's an amazing story to tell.
Yeah, right.
And he's like, yeah, there's probably not aliens, probably just something that we have. Welcome.
What, Timmy, where's this photo at, dude?
What if he just sends you a picture of like his nuts?
Okay, he said it to me.
Yeah, I got him.
No, I saw this one. Hang on. Let me send it to my Discord real fast. Actually, I'll just put it in this Discord, and we'll bring it up. I have like 8 windows open.
Okay. Oh, fuck. Let's saw some of that. Excuse me.
Open in browser. What is this?
It's the
Okay.
big.
The
Big reveal. Oh,
there it
excuse
is.
me. Need some more Gatorade.
Mosul in
Mosul,
2016.
really?
It's a silver balloon.
Yeah. It just like it's flying around,
Yeah.
wasn't
Yeah.
it?
I think was that the one that
I've seen.
there's a video taken out of there's like a fighter jet that was flying and they're recording a video of it when they did like a drive by, or was that recent?
Mhm. I know I saw this picture. I think saw one of them. Oh, a
MQ-9.
Reaper. Oh,
That's right.
and that
That's what it
thing's just
was.
zipping around a Reaper drone. That thing right there. It's not a bird. It's a one spherical ass goddamn bird, and it has that, and it has like the light reflection off of
Mhm.
it too, like a sphere would, and like a circle.
I like it. Wonder how it's hard to
One of
tell the
those
size of it, but
people who like match shadows with like where the sun was at the exact time and shit like that. So you get a lot of these. They do, yeah. So we've heard that. Can you imagine? Look at the imagery on the drone though. Like
yes.
how fucking precise that is. Yeah.
Yes. Look how big that fucking drone is, dude.
Let's take a look. Oh yeah.
Like I always think like when drones were like first put into play, I was like, oh yeah, they're probably like small like little things, and no,
Yeah, I
they're
didn't know
like
what they were
fucking
talking about.
full-size aircraft.
Yeah. Yeah. We've got the best of the best.
They call it the Reaper because it
Oh.
murders people.
I would assume. I would assume it brings a lot of death. RQ4. Look up RQ4, Robert.
RQ4. Oh, there it is. Okay.
Yeah.
Bring up
And those things, like you don't.
Holy shit!
They don't make a lot of sound, do they? They're like quiet. They're just.
And they're all radio controlled.
Jesus Christ!
Look how big.
What does
this
that thing
fucking-
carry? What is that? What is it? Is it? What the fuck is that carrying?
Dude, it's all computer chips. That's all.
Is it reconnaissance or?
Not bombs, you say. They're modified to evaluate
So
new
it's
technology
imagery and
components for
things like
general
that.
improvement in performance.
Infrared. Wait, go back up. Go back up. Scroll up. There's a bunch of big words that probably make sense.
I think Timmy could just tell us what it does.
Radar moving target indicator, infrared electro-optical sensors, synthetic aperture, integrated sensor suite. What? It's a bunch of
Intelligence,
stuff, but like
surveillance, and reconnaissance. Look how-
LREs used to load autonomous flight data into the UAV's GPS, control the vehicle during takeoff and landing, and monitoring its flight performance. MCE personnel records. Yeah, holy shit.
This thing's fucking
Intelligence, surveillance, reconnaissance. Yes. God damn.
electro-optical.
That would just.
That thing's fucking huge.
So those are the ones that probably get like high up, huh? Don't
Yeah.
they?
Yeah, they're probably high altitude. I don't know. I would guess.
Mhm.
Those are cool.
That makes sense. Yeah.
All right.
Jesus Christ. Fucking nice, Tim.
If you got,
Thank you.
I got one more for you
Good
here.
shit. What you got?
Just Jimmy Carter.
Don't pull up Jimmy Carter again. All right, we're gonna do Smash or Pass.
All
Damn
right.
it! Stop. Why did you pick that one after he fell? Why did you pick the one after he fell? We may miss it, Jake.
What did you just say, Jake? 3v3? Oh, 3v3 tournament? Yeah, we're going to miss it. We're still...
Two Ray.
Yeah.
Two Ray.
We still got some
Sorry.
things to go through. So, maybe second chance. So we got
Smash or Pass.
I haven't looked at the Smash or Pass.
So go into Smash or Pass and just click the big one at the top,
Yeah, I'm gonna
and then you should be able to slideshow through it. Yeah, you can.
I'm just gonna open this in browser here. Oh my gosh. This is a question for me.
Can you slideshow it? It's for everybody, not me though.
Oh, not you.
All right.
Oh my
No.
gosh.
No. All right. Tim says pass.
Pass.
are you-
What? Dude, Jake's smashing it, dude. I'm smashing it too.
Oh no! Are you really?
Dude,
Oh no!
she's got like painted like hooves and stuff like that, dude.
Jesus
She's-
it's so bad. All right. Well,
I don't know
broke
what
Keith. Welcome to Smash or Pass. We're doing
Cryptid
Smash or Pass
edition.
cryptid.
Yeah,
I don't know if it's a Jersey Devil or not. I just Googled. It was the word. So this
she's
is
got a tongue
trying to
piercing,
save
dude.
these. Trying to save these images was the worst.
These
I will
are
tell
these
you
are
that.
all above bar for. Yeah, dude. Jake knows what's up. You want to take another good look at it,
Oh,
Jake? You
my
know, go ahead,
God.
screenshot it for later.
Don't mind me. My phone is like dead. You're gonna hear me on.
Oh my gosh, what happened, Richard? I can't lose you now.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yeah.
Okay, good. Sorry, everybody.
I don't
I gotta
know.
try
That might be a
piercing.
piercing, Tim. You know that might be. I don't know, man. That's maybe where she gets her sexual powers from. I'm not sure.
It might be the hole.
Don't don't say that. All right.
All right, hit next. What do we got?
Okay, I'm gonna hit that.
Oh fuck! Oh,
Oh
Jesus.
no! God, come on, man.
What do you think?
What? Yeah.
Yeah, you're going to.
Yeah, dude. For the greater good, man.
Oh,
You got, dude. Look at that. The butt,
look at
dude.
the smile.
Ah,
Look at the smile. Oh, so you're doing it.
Yeah.
That's got it. Oh,
I don't mind the hair. Hair's fine, dude.
is it that much?
That's a lot.
That much for her?
That's a lot,
Oh,
but
it's gonna smell. Like she's gonna smell.
Paper plastic. Yeah,
You're
no.
worried about the face, Jake? You're worried about the face on that?
I don't.
Hit next.
I don't. Okay, hang on.
Oh God.
This one's a little small, but oh no. Is that a xenomorph? She's got a bottle of wine. She's outside a jacuzzi, dude.
What is that?
Tim, smash. I mean, I don't know, man. She's got the horn. She's got the horns on the back. I don't know, man.
Did you grab those?
She's dressed in lingerie already, dude. Okay, yeah, I'll hear you out. Oh, dude, Timmy, you are on to something right there. Imagine, yeah, dude, you're getting like double sucked from the little one on the inside too, dude.
No. Oh.
Dude, Timmy's got the best take, dude.
I mean, oh my God. Ew.
Oh my. Okay, here's the next one coming up.
What you got next one?
Oh, she's big. Oh no, I'm good. Pass.
Really?
Pass.
Out
Pass.
of all of them?
Pass.
You're gonna pass on that one.
No, I'm gonna pass.
I would smash.
Dude.
Turn me into a face hugger. Jesus Christ.
It's like this is the exact thing. Yeah, this is the exact thing you see where you're like, my wife turned into a zombie, and she's down the stairs, and she's like, "Let me suck your dick," and it's like everybody runs down the stairs. That's what it is. No,
I mean, out of all of them.
it's probably the most human. It's probably the most human out of all
Yeah,
of
that's
them.
why, yes. You have to pick one, and you went with
Ooh, she is a goth mommy, dommy mommy. It's too much. It reminds me too much of my sister, so I got to pass on this one. I got
I
to pass
forgot
on
about
this
the
one.
next one. I forgot about the
I
next
don't
one.
wanna. Yeah. Well. What's the next one? Oh no! 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 Dude, this is like the mermaid question all over again, dude.
The
Do you take
mermaid question.
do you take the
You
fish
take
top or
horse
the?
top or horse bottom?
Oh, I don't like this. I think
Jake's like, Jesus.
I think I'd.
Well,
I don't know. She's good looking. I mean, it's a nice horse body, but I think I'm gonna pass on this one, dude.
you wouldn't come out of that alive.
The
Well, I
horse,
mean,
the horse bottom wouldn't even notice. Yeah, I'm competing with horses.
oh my God.
All right.
How many more do I have? Oh, I've got two more.
All right,
Two more.
Let's see this one. Smash.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You know, it was in that movie. The guy did.
I didn't see this movie.
Yeah. They like, I can't remember how it happens. Like, they raise this alien girl thing and it like rapes them.
What?
Yeah.
Does Adrian Brody smash?
Yes. Adrian Brody does smash. Yep. Yep. And it like gets pregnant.
Why does that make you physically angry? Just because like her
What?
face
Out of
was
all
like
the
split in
things.
half? Does she split in half? Is that the whole thing would splice?
No, I think they spliced human genes with something. I can't remember. It was such a bad movie.
Just
Robert.
like a scorpion.
It ends with Adrian Brody having sex with it. Do you think it was a good movie? It was not.
That's a dream.
Oh,
So you hitting?
yeah. Yep.
All right, the last one. Why are you doing this to me, dude?
What are you doing, Robert?
Oh, it's an automatic smash, dude.
Oh, okay.
I hate that you put this in there. Why did you do that to me?
I knew it's for you. I'm thinking fish bottom.
You're taking fish bottom. No, you don't take the fish bottom, man. Thanks.
Fish bottom.
Tim's on my side.
100%.
No.
100%. So, I can't tell you guys how ungodly difficult it is to find those pictures.
An opposite mermaid.
And I have to download them to my phone.
Yes.
Like a weirdo. I feel so ashamed when I download those things, and I have to put them in the Discord real quick so that I can delete them from my phone.
Why? You think somebody's
Why?
gonna like look at your phone and?
I don't want those anywhere. I don't want them. I don't want them around anywhere longer than they have to be. I'm not going to save that to my phone because I know one day I'll be like, "Hey, look at this picture," and you'll be like, "That."
You'll just scroll right to. That's good stuff.
Oh God.
Well, I guess that ends Smash Your Pass. So we will segue to Bob's books.
No. Here, let me grab. Don't start.
I won't.
Pause. 2 minutes. let the screen run for
Okay,
a minute.
I'm gonna let the screen run. I don't know where he went. So this is our ANAL portion. Almost normal anomalous literature. This is a segment where we have 3 books, 3 erotic books, a synopsis of like an erotic novel. 2 of them are real and 1 of them I write. And I guess with chat here, you can also guess which one I wrote, and Richard will guess too.
Yes.
So,
Jesus Christ.
so I guess we can get into it. Anal party.
Warning to Tim and Jake. Bob is very good at writing these. It's going to be hard to pick out the one that he wrote versus an actual author.
All right, well, let's see what we got here. Okay, so I have 3 books for you today. They're going with our theme. So the first book is called Pounding Fathers, an erotic interactive time travel reverse
No, it's not. No, it's not.
the Pounding Fathers.
I can't believe you.
Oh
Lord.
All right, so the future needs sperm. You are Agent Alaria Vixen, tasked with a mission to travel to the past and capture as much sperm as possible. Innocent, ambitious, and sexy, you'll seduce as many men as possible in 12 hours, because in that time you come from, there are no men left. Humanity will die out without your efforts. The time and place you're sent to, Philadelphia in early July 1776. How many of the founding fathers can you seduce before your return? The future needs sperm and is counting on you. So that's book 1, The Pounding Fathers. So book 2, Turned Gay by the Ghost of a Founding Father. Benjamin Jeffries has idolized Thomas Jefferson since assigned a research project for him in the 8th grade. When he feels a popular musical about the founding fathers besmirches his idol's name, Benjamin sets out to write his own musical with unexpected results. That was short. But and then book number 3, Benjamin Franklin, The Alpha Father. These are true erotic stories of the Alpha Founding Father. Known for being a polymath, we will explore Ben's polyamorous side. From deep inside the Hellfire Club to laying pipe in his 70s, Ben lived a life of debauchery and sexual access. You won't be able to put this book down unless it gets one off.
Oh,
Be on the lookout for my next book, Susan B. Anthony, Woman's Suffragette City.
holy fuck.
So
I don't know.
So book 1 is Pounding Fathers. Book 2 is Turned Gay by the Ghost of a Founding Father. And 3, Benjamin Franklin, The Alpha Father.
I'm gonna go with number 1. Which one are you saying, Tim? The third one, or the? I'm going with number 1. I'm going Pounding Fathers. He says 3. Jake,
which one did I write?
what? Which one did Bob actually write these? I mean, it's Bob. He's done that. Bob has done that.
But all right, well, I wrote the third one. I wrote the Alpha Father.
Good job, Tim.
But
So, a pun.
because he
So,
wrote 1 and 2. The Pounding. When I read the Pounding Fathers for the first time, I was like, "Why didn't I think of that? That is so good."
time travel for sperm. I was like, that's got to be that. That has to be. I was like, there's no way.
You won't be able to put this
There's no
book down
consequence.
unless it's to get one
You
off.
get one. We're gonna explore his polyamorous side.
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
I had to do some research for this one, dude. I didn't know he was part of the Hellfire Club, dude. That's a sex club for monks.
It was
the best,
honestly
yeah.
the best written. We are trying to tell Bob to actually do, even if you did like short story poems and put them on and send them to a publisher.
Timmy's a writer, so he knows. I'll send you the ones I already wrote, Tim. You can read those. I just like the joke I made at the end. Susan B. Anthony, Woman's Suffragette City. So that was a good.
I fell for that because I was like, you know what? They do always recommend like the sequel. So I was like, oh my god, that's not him because it's a sequel.
No, I won't send you. But
Bob just hangs out in his basement, writes erotica based on
the episode of the week or whatever.
Episode. We do that every episode. Every episode.
But
holy shit.
that's it, dude.
Well,
That's a wrap.
that's it. That's a wrap. Right on time. Like right around an hour. It's the
Yep.
same as we were before.
Yep.
We did it like an hour.
Yep. Hour 15.
Oh,
Now we get to put the ending scene up. I'm excited. We got all these different
Oh, yeah.
scenes. So
well, we will try to get the word out by Wednesday. What time we do the next weekends? So, thanks for stopping by, guys.
Yeah.
We're gonna give you a cool little goodbye scene here at the end.
Little
Our friend, Mr. Nice Bigfoot will lead us out.
I'll see you, Lee. So you guys have a good one.
See yous.
Look at him. He's just chilling.
I love it. I fucking love it. Holy fuck. Let me know when you end.
Yep. I'm just letting it run. Tim, hit me with that saucy follow, dude.
Yeah. Follow.
Oh, you already have? Okay.
Oh, okay.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. Good shit.
All right, we'll see you next time. It's almost normal.